Hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Hogwarts. Hope you're doing well today. This episode is mainly going to be focused on doing main quest line stuff. I'd like to get a little bit further in the game and open things up. Along with that, I did a little bit of off-camera tinkering with these talents, just seeing what was good, what could be, useful or not, or really just reading them is a better way of saying it. And I have an idea. One of the things I realized that I didn't know is that these are respecable. Once you take them for a nominal fee, I think it's 200 galleons, you can untalent out of them. Yeah, see, there it was. And I was just playing around, picking some things up, and I got off camera the Select 5 Talents achievement, so you're not going to see that pop here in a minute. That being said, it was nice to realize that there is a respec option, and so there's not so much finality, and therefore I don't have to be overly cautious with the selection of these talents. So we're going to go ahead and go through this and spend them. I have a pretty good idea of what I want to pick up, and I also have a pretty good idea, looking over these, kind of how I want to synergistically make them play together. It seems there is a pathway where you can make all of your stuff do curse and then spread it to everybody, and then everybody takes damage from your curse, so you're like doing disgusting amounts of AoE with like a Confringo splash into a Avada Kedavra or whatever you might pick up to just end everybody. So that's likely what we're going to look into for late game. But for right now, I'm just kind of picking things that seem like they would be pretty good, that, give us power and talent now. I imagine that as we get later on in the game, we're going to get more and more money, and the cost to respec our talents at 200 a pop, given how much we're spending on basic recipes early, that's probably something that we're not going to miss when we get to it. So I'm really looking forward to these spell knowledge slots, where you get the extra ability to just swap your spells in combat. I think that once I get comfortable with this, much like with Kingdom Hearts and quick casting in that, it's going to really open up our ability to fight in different ways and take different approaches, and it's going to make us able to do more stuff in a shorter period of time with more intuition, and so really happy to be picking those up as well. But let's get the rest of these talents in here. I know I want the stealth talents, so let's save a few points, or let's make sure we get some for there. Though I don't know what my last talent will be, because there's 3 over here in stealth that we're going to want to pick up. Maybe it's one of these, just to get curses going. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about earlier, just a bit ago, where when you hit somebody with a curse and then you switch your targets and you start doing AoE damage, that's got to be pretty good. Mixing that with stuff like Confringo, doing the splash stuff, and looking even like Expelliarmus being a curse, Expelliarmusing somebody and then swapping targets and hitting somebody else while that first target takes not just extra damage, but extra damage because they're cursed. That seems really good. So we're gonna go with that. And now we have, 3 left? Yeah, let's pick that up. I don't know if I need any of these other ones. And yeah, we just definitely want all of these. I like being able to be sneaky in games. It always feels good. When I play Skyrim, I play pure double dagger rogue, and I love doing like crouch stabs for 30 times damage and playing in that kind of like in the shadows but in your face kind of capacity. So getting disillusionment here, or disillusionment, I think that's what it is, and making that super strong that's going to be fun. I hope that we can make use of that. Or rather, I hope we can make more use of that. We've already made some pretty good use of it with the Dugbogs and the mountainside and being kind of stealthy there, but there's maybe even more that we can do. I think that I'm going to want one of my spell slots to be for all of these alteration-based things. And probably also Wingardium Leviosa, because that's, so far that seems like it's not a combat spell. I think the blue ones are supposed to be non-combat spells that are for you to do your magic, and then the green ones are like affecting things around you. And then yellow, purple, and red are the 3 combat effects of, I forget, force and other stuff, but it all kind of intuitively makes sense. And then we see at the bottom there are 3 little outliers, but we'll get to those when we get to those. I imagine they're not too far off. We have a reasonable amount of our spells collected at this point. So let's oh, that's cool. I love that. That's super fun. I can see that. This is like after you get the Dark Rush in Dream Drop Distance with Riku, and suddenly you feel like you're 4 times dodgier. But let's just take our 1 more minute here, make sure that our gear is all where we want it to be, that everything is kind of, 7 out of 20 slots, so it seems like I have enough space to be doing whatever quest might throw at me. And as long as we have our best stuff on and we look good, I think we'll be set to start making our way over to the map chamber quest and hopefully start putting more of this big old puzzle together that we're trying to figure out. Like, so far it seems Professor Rackham could do stuff with ancient magic and had a student that could do stuff with ancient magic, and it seems as though there was some contention, but the kid was good at things.
How
but
would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo?
I'd love to.
Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Sounds good, Professor Garlic. Professor Garlic is such a pleasant character. But, I wonder, like, if it went bad with that student, or if there's going to be some caution, oh, we've been through this before, there's a problem, or what it might be. But I'm really interested, and so let's make our way over to Eleazar and hopefully unravel more of this mystery. Hope you enjoy.
I thought she did. I hope you know that it's true.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Oh, Peeves. What a goof. Peeves is like he's really good comedic relief in this game. I enjoy just watching him do random antics in this
Lovely
shit.
to see you both.
Hello. I'm sorry I called you a painting in an earlier episode. You're not a painting.
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
That does look like really cool.
If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I do.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Oh yeah, that's 1,600 meters. We're gonna go ahead and not walk 1,600 meters. Oh, okay. Oh, it's all the way north. Okay, cool. Let's just, as far as we can go, and then we'll fly the rest.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Yeah, we're not going to worry too much about them right now. They'll get sorted out when they get sorted out.
Intriguing place, Sanbakar's tower. Lovely view, I'd imagine. No idea who this Bakar is, mind you.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
Quickly now.
Oh, nice. This is perfect. We just, because we just buffed up our thing anyway, so this should be pretty easy, right? Right?
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Oh, nice.
Well
okay.
done.
So we can just one-shot things. Let's play with that a bit.
For making me the first object of your suspicions.
I wonder if I can clear this whole place out without drawing aggro.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Oh yeah, look at how they're spread. It's like they're in a perfect little half moon to be sickled out here. This is designed to be stealthed away. Let's just take care of this. Oh, and we're getting credit. Oh man, I love this.
Ramrock said so.
And we get credit for stuff. Yeah, we'll get you, and then we'll do the last two. This guy's just walking through rocks.
Ramrock said so.
And can we just go fast? Oh, we can. Heck yeah. Man, that was convenient.
Revelio.
Alright, figure out what's going on, investigate the goblin presence. There is no longer a goblin presence. Unless they mean, like, go inside. Which we can go inside. What am I doing? I can sprint. Oh. Oh, it knocks you out. Okay. But no, we can sprint with this, right? Yeah. Oh, that's much better. I wonder if I can vanish any of this. It looks like it might be vanishable, although it doesn't highlight unless you have the spell on. Let's see. No. Okay. Just checking.
Revelio.
I am not quite sure which part of the goblin presence I am required to inspect before I can continue inspecting. This was the last place. Is there anything over here? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Orders
What are you?
directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood.
Oh, it's an assassin. I think you're an ancient magic target if I can get you. Oof. Oh, wow. We survived a lot longer on this now. Come here. Yep. Got him.
Let's get this. I won't rest until you're dead.
Confringo is really good. Wow. Oh, maybe it's just the talents kicking in, but that felt a lot better than some of the other multi-enemy combats we've been in. Also, maybe it's the fact that we have, 4 times the HP now. But good stuff.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's a mini game. It's like press X and Y and A in directions until the trail gets to the thing. Just teach me. No.
Someone was an avid reader.
Ugh.
Can't say I'm familiar with many of these.
I want to
titles.
unlock stuff. I want the rest of the rogue kit in this game. I want to go roguey. But until then, let's we can continue exploring. We're going up, right? Yeah, let's go up. Well, after we see what that is.
I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Revelio!
There we go. All right. Okay, so we're going through one of those. I feel like every time we go through one of these arches into a random place, it's because they've now teleported me to a new place outside of the game world map. They have this freedom to make it as big as they want, and as such, I am mentally settling in here. This is probably going to be a real dungeon, kind of like the Forbidden Forest one.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section.
Yeah, exactly. This kid gets it. Just waiting for those enemies.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Oh, that was fun.
traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Okay, so we don't have those kind of secrets. That's good to know. Or maybe just not in this section, but it seems the treasure chests are not as hidden as, you know, they're not going to put them in the tiny crevices where you can't see. Alright, so this is a one-way arch. Let's make sure we haven't missed the other treasure chest. And let's go. I love that effect. That's so cool. I didn't read that wrong, did I? There wasn't another direction to go? Because that looks like it's more final. Okay, yeah. There's only one way to go.
Revelio. These are never a welcome sight.
Oh yeah, these guys.
At least I know what to expect this time.
Yeah, let's beat them up.
Expelliarmus! Protego! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Wow, just one Wiggenweld and I'm fully healed. That's awesome. That's what we want. Good stuff. Talents are strong. I should have talented up earlier.
These look familiar. Accio!
Okay, so now we're looking at choices. We can either go through the arch and keep playing around in the magic world, or we can go around the arch, which I presume around the arch is treasure, and through the arch is continuation of the story, but we'll see. Let's beat these guys up. So that is an interesting interaction. If he jumps on him, he deals damage to him. So you can get these guys to hurt each other. That's pretty good to know. I think it's really cool that most enemies in this game have some weird, atypical way to deal damage to them outside of just hit them. That's cool.
Well, I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Yeah, that was cool. That's the same thing with like the dog bugs, where, you know, I found out if you use Levioso on them when they're using their tongue attack, you can hold them up by their tongues. And then if you cast that Defendo or Diffuso or whatever, the blade one, you'll straight up just cut their tongues and they'll get one shot. So there's some really neat, interesting, non-standard ways to take on enemies in this game, and I think that's really clever. Hoping to see more of that and figure out more of that as we go, because it makes everything feel a bit more fun when you can just like make a guy jump on another guy or do something jazzy. Alright, so where are you? Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. That's pretty standard. Oh, okay, so there's a arch there in the middle that lit up. I'm guessing I have to put the this through that, but let's see.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
No? That's not it? Okay. Maybe I have to just have it on this side of it, yeah.
I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. I think I need to pull it a little bit more, though. Yeah, that bridge is... You want it on the other side of the bridge so that we can... It's even mad about it. It's like, hey, I don't go here. It's like all wobbly. And that should do. Alright. Exactly. Now we should be able to jump on it from the bridge and then Akio our way across the gap.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
I don't know how to get that treasure chest over there. I'll probably need to come back to it.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus! Rotate! Expelliarmus! 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 Expelliarmus!
I feel like this is a volume of these lads that I should really be trying to do that jump damage move, but I also feel like with that volume, I'm a little bit afraid to step in and get too close to any of them because, you know, they could just dunk me. But I think we're okay here. Slow and steady. Reparo?
Reparo.
No? That's odd with all the shattered pieces. I thought that Reparo would do something there, but no big deal.
Revelio. Depulsor. Accio.
There's a lot of comfort out the door there when you hand me a Wiggenweld potion and then put me in a quiet hallway right in front of a giant double door. It gives me a pretty good guess on what's on the other side of that door. And, oh boy, let's just face it. And behind the fake boss room, there was a bigger, real boss room. Alright, let's step forward and get kicked and punched and stuff.
Don't like the look of this.
Expelliarmus.
It's not too bad.
Expelliarmus.
Have a sneaking suspicion this is the warm-up, but so far this ain't too bad.
Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus.
We did it. Yeah, here we go. Fight me. Okay, that's heavy. Destroy the orb as it is charging up. Oh, is it a color-based thing? Is it like yellow to yellow? Yes, it is. Alright. We're starting to pick you up, bud. Alright. So dodge, break his orbs, match the color. I do see that ancient magic icon above him, although it's one of those I don't know if you want to fix what's not broken. Slow and steady so far. Maybe we'll throw one at him once we cap. Just gotta stay ahead of this. Is it always yellow? That would be weird. I think we're just getting lucky. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Boom, okay, that's real damage. Oh, and it stuns him. Oh, and it looks like he's, bleeding more. Let's just keep on pushing then. Yeah, we can take all... If we just keep giving us more, then we can keep using it, right? Question marks? Oh, no. Okay, but we're under half now. So let's see if he shifts at all, does anything different. Oh, okay, yeah. So now he has a buddy thing, like a drone that shoots its own projectile at you, and that's a block. There it is. Get it. Oh yeah, his health, his armor goes down significantly with the ancient magic stuns. That's what the incentive is to do that. I think we're about one more away from this being it. Also, wow, that one Wiggenweld to get fully healed is insane value. I love that. I imagine later game that will fall off a bit as we get more and more health, but... Ooh, alright, focus up. Don't get caught. There we go. Alright, this should finish it. Good stuff. That was a fun fight. That was very readable.
What a relief. Another pensive.
I'm not sure how I feel about the giant statue, although I've played enough Zelda games that big creepy stone dudes staring at me like this is not completely out of the norm. What do you got for me, pensive?
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Yeah, okay. So we're starting to see where the cracks formed in the,
That must be the way back to the map chamber.
Probably. That is the beginning of the cracks now that we're starting to see in this person. So I wonder how this goes south and how far everything gets pushed. This guy's now a portrait, which, you know, doesn't bear well for how he did in all of this.
What have we here?
Hey, other
I'm
guy.
a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Oh, cool. So there's other fonts like this, and if you find them, it will give us something good? Ooh, what are you? Pumpkin. Well, that was a pleasant cutscene. Good deal. Okay. I think this is a good point to just take a minute and put our bearings back together and make sure that we have everything that we need and our gear is sorted and our quests are sorted. What do we have to do now? Because that kind of ended abruptly and it didn't really give us a next step. Oh. Okay, so I want to go find those things and draw from the ancient magics or complete some trials or whatever that may be to get myself stronger for the next thing. Good deal. And down here we have... Oh, okay, yeah. Let's just clear some of this stuff out. Just kind of get the UI back in line.
I should ask Sirona at the...
Spectacular news! The broom upgrade's ready. Ha! Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Oh yeah, I did say that her mom was offered a professorship here and that's why she came from Wagadoo. That's cool, that tracks. That's fun. Alright, so let's get our clothing kind of all situated here, and then we're going to call this an episode. That was a fun dungeon. That was a cool boss. I like that we're not quite sure where we're going on the other side of this. We have a quest that's just a bunch of question marks. Like, cool. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what the game throws at us next. But for now, we're going to take a bit of a break, and when we come back, we will check out our quest log, we will figure out what our direction's going to be, and we will go in it. But for now, if you've watched up to this point, I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out. It's always awesome to have you here. And until next time, be good to each other, y'all.